When you think of bowling, what comes to mind? How about a night out with friends or maybe even a Sunday afternoon league? But if you're a high school student, bowling can lead to much more than just an after-school activity. For these athletes, it's about getting better, getting noticed, and getting a college education. In its 7th year, Waubonsie Valley head bowling coach Marty Miller has seen his fair share of student athletes come and go through his PowerStrike 300 bowling camp. Held each summer at Bowling Green Lanes, dozens of high school bowlers participate in the 3-day camp, getting help from Coach Miller and collegiate bowlers. Athletes work on skills and techniques, everything from footwork to the arm swing to positioning on the lane.
One thing he always tells me is it takes 5,000 reps to get something like muscle memory, and I'll always remember that. So that's why I go and I practice it and I practice it and I practice it.
Buffalo Grove High School's Jessica Soskich is one of the camp's success stories. This past February, the incoming senior became the IHSA Girls Individual State Champion. Not only does the camp hone in on the fundamentals, but it gives bowlers a chance to get noticed by college coaches. 22 teams are in attendance, the most ever represented for this camp.
Oftentimes when a young person is looking to be a college athlete, they'll put together a video and they'll send it out to various schools, and then they'll follow up with a phone call and the coach, did you see my video, what did you think, so forth and so on. Sure. This is an opportunity instead for the coach to actually come out and see the player live.
Right. It's more important to me is to see the kids in person. You get to see how they interact, how they act, their attitudes, their personalities. Just watching somebody on tape. They usually you see them bowling, that's it. So you don't see them back here, what they're doing, interacting with the other kids.
37 bowlers, all unsigned, all with the same goal in mind, to bowl at the next level. It's just the type of environment Waubonsie Valley senior Angelica Hernandez is thriving in.
I've learned how to talk and how to approach coaches. I've also learned, fundamentals, and I've learned what happens, what do you have to go through in order to get recruited, and the college life of bowling, and what they look for, what they expect of you, the requirements, and things like that.
There are over 130, 140 colleges that offer scholarships. So by all means, we're looking for our students at Waubonsie, our girls, to go out for bowling and enjoy the sport and perhaps fund a college education.
And that message has remained the same throughout the years. Bowling in high school can lead to a college education.
There's a tremendous amount of opportunity to earn a scholarship, to be a college athlete, to get most, if not all, of your college tuition, book fees, so forth, paid for.
I'm very new into the recruiting process because I'm so new into bowling, so I don't have a lot of experience. So just kind of introducing myself to everybody out there and giving everyone an equal chance to start off with.
But as Coach Talley tells us, the academics and the bowler need to line up.
Basically right now they're asking about education, majors, if we have their majors, and school size, classroom size. So a lot of the questions we get is more towards the education side. And right away we can tell them if we have a major or we don't have the major, and we can move on quickly, or we can continue to talk if they're interested.
PowerStrike 300 continues to expand through the years, not only in numbers, but in regions covered. Last year, a bowler from Georgia made the trip north. This time around, Machen Breen decided she wants to learn from Coach Miller, making the drive from Detroit, Michigan.
It's nice to have a different outside opinion on how you look because, of course, you have your parents saying, oh, well, she's great and stuff like that. Well, it's nice to have outside information. I have my coaches at home, but maybe he can give me a different perspective on things, so that's really important.
And just like the other 36 bowlers, Breen is looking to catch on with a college team.
Going into senior year, it's kind of okay, go time. So just the fact that you're exposed to them, you're going to be able to talk to them and just talk to everyone. It's a really good exposure experience.
Our camp has gotten a reputation for getting very talented young men and young ladies that participate in the camp, and it has drawn coaches and use it as a recruitment source. So not only do they get the benefit of, the players get the benefit of increasing skills, but they get to showcase their talent.
To find out more about the camp, head to its website, PowerStrike300.com. From the Bowling Green Sports Center in West Chicago, I'm Joe Olmo reporting for the home stretch.